and welcome to Kids Corner on Armstrong Channel 20. I'm Miss Krista, and I'm so excited to be at Campbell Elementary School with Mrs. Spurrio's, Mrs. Pecchia's, and Mrs. McGugan's first grade classes. We're going to talk all about the moon today. First, we're going to read The Moon Might Be Milk by author Lisa Schulman. After that, we're going to make our own moon bookmarks, and we're going to use a lot of different stuff from chalk to flour to glitter and even glue and stars. And then we're going to make sure that everything stays put just on that bookmark by spraying it with a little hairspray. After that, there might even be a special little treat for the kids. We'll see if they're good. I have a feeling they're going to be good. Well, I hope that you love today's book and our crafts. And if you would like Armstrong to come to your school, have a grown-up email us at channel20, that's channel20@agoc.com. I think I hear the kids coming. Let's get ready. Well, I am so excited to be here today. Who knows who I am? I mean, I know who I am, so besides me, who knows who I am? And Mr. Greg knows who I am because he has to tolerate me every day. But everyone else, who knows who I am? Yes, who knows my name? It's Miss. I'm going to start spelling it, and we'll see, because I know you're good readers, aren't you? Yeah. Are you good spellers? Yeah. It's Miss Krist. What do you think it is?
Miss Cortez?
Close. What do you think it is?
Miss Chris?
You are so close, actually. You are very close. My family calls me Chris. Miss Krista. What do you think it is?
Corta?
You are close. What do you? Miss Krista, bravo, very good. Mine, is that what you were going to guess too?
I was going to say that.
You were going to say that too.
Krista.
Yes, my father named me. And my mother was there too, but she was still asleep. So my name is Miss Krista, and I work for a company called Armstrong, bravo. And we get to go to different people's houses and make sure that they have television, telephone, and internet, which is the coolest job because I love television. Who loves television? Oh, very good. Who loves SpongeBob? Who loves Power Rangers?
Oh,
no. Who loves Dragon Ball Z?
Oh.
Who loves Sid the Science Kid? Who? It's on PBS. Who loves Victorious? Oh. Well, we are going to talk about something today, and I bet you can guess it. Are you ready to guess what we're going to read about today? It's going to be about two things. One is, I'll give you a hint of what color you would see during this time of day. It's shimmery. In the sky, there's something yellow. In the sky, there's also black. What do you think it is? What do you think it is, Matrishka?
Sun.
Okay, the sun is yellow, but what else is yellow? That's good. You're not wrong. What do you think it is?
Thunder.
Thunder. Sometimes there is thunder. And sometimes when this happens, we are in our pajamas.
The moon.
The moon. We are bravo. We are going to talk about the moon. What is the moon made out of? When I was a kid, my parents told me cheese. And I don't eat cheese, so that really didn't work out for me. It's behind. The moon is behind me. You are very perceptive. What do you think the moon is made out of?
I think it's like kind of like a rock or something.
Kind of like a rock. Okay. What do you think the moon is made out of?
Rocks.
Rocks. Okay. What do you think the moon's made out of?
Wind.
Wind. Very cool. What do you think the moon's made out of?
Clouds and rocks.
Very cool. What about you? What do you think it's made out of?
Sand.
Sand. What do you think it's made out of?
I think it's a big, humongous rock.
A big, humongous rock. Very good. What do you think it's made out of? Socks? You mean like socks on our feet? The moon might be socks. I like that. It'd be really cozy if we ever had to stay there. What do you think it's made out of?
Wind and rocks together.
Wind and rocks together? What do you think it's made out of?
Cheese.
Cheese. You think it's made out of cheese, too. I don't want to tell you how old I was when I found out it wasn't made out of cheese. What do you think it's made out of?
Moon sand.
Moon sand. Very interesting. Who thinks it's made out of milk? There'd have to be a lot of cows on the moon for it to be made out of milk, huh? What do you think the moon looks like? So we know what the moon's made out of rocks and gases, wind, and things like that. But what does it look like it's made? When you look at a big full moon, and there's a full moon every month where it's really big and shiny, what does it remind you of? What does it look like to you? I'll come back to you. What do you think it looks like?
I think it's made out when it's very shiny. I think it's made out of very shiny cheese.
Very shiny cheese. What about you?
I forgot what it is.
Okay, what about you?
A big giant rock.
A big giant rock. That's what you think of? What do you think of when you see the moon?
It's a ball.
A ball. That's pretty cool. What do you think it looks like? It does look like the sun. You're right. What does it look like to you? I know, it's hard. It's hard. Next time you look at the moon, you look at it and think what you want to know what I think it looks like? What Miss Krista thinks it looks like? A big, delicious cookie.
I was going to say that.
A rock. Were you going to say a cookie or something?
I was going to say a big evil monster.
A big evil monster. Well, we have here a book about a group of friends, and they have to figure out what the moon is made out of. In this book, the author, what's the author? Who knows what an author is? I think I just gave it away. What's an author? The person, did they write the book or did they draw the book? Who thinks they wrote the book? Bravo. The author is the person who wrote the book. The author is Lisa Schulman, and this book is called The Moon Might Be Milk. May I read it to you?
Yes.
Thank you. The night was almost gone, and a large round moon sank in the sky. Its bright light poured through the window, waking Rosie. "Look at the moon," she said to Kat. "I wonder what it's made of." Kat stretched lazily. "The moon is a saucer of fresh milk," he purred. "It spills from the sky into puddles on the ground." "The moon might be milk," Rosie said. "But it might not." "Then let's ask Hen," Kat said. When the sun had risen, Rosie and Kat set off. They walked and they walked until they came to Hen. "Hello, Hen," said Rosie. "Can you tell us what the moon is made of?" "Kat thinks it's a saucer of milk." "Milk?" cackled the hen. "Oh, my dear, no. The moon is an egg. Small, shining chicks hatch from it to become the stars." "The moon might be an egg," Rosie said, "but it might not." "Then let's ask Butterfly," said Hen. So Rosie and Kat and Hen went on until they came to Butterfly. "Hello, Butterfly," said Rosie. "Can you tell us what the moon is made of?" "Kat thinks it's a saucer of milk, and Hen says it's an egg." "Oh no," whispered Butterfly. "The moon is made of sugar. It's sticky and sparkling and oh, so sweet." "The moon might be sugar," Rosie said, "but it might not." "Then let's ask Dog," said Butterfly. It seems they're all picking things they like, huh? So Rosie and Kat and Hen and Butterfly went on until they came to Dog. "Hello, Dog," said Rosie. "Can you tell us what the moon is made of?" "Kat thinks it's a saucer of milk. Hen says it's an egg. And Butterfly believes it's made of sugar." "The moon," said Dog with a swag of his tail, "is a round pat of sweet, creamy butter." And he licked his lips with his long, pink tongue. "The moon might be butter," Rosie said, "but it might not." "Then let's ask Mouse," said Dog. "I have a friend at work named Miss Sherry, and her dogs always sneak butter out of the refrigerator." And then they clamp their mouths shut so that nobody can see. So Rosie and Kat and Hen and Butterfly and Dog went on. Soon they came upon Mouse scurrying back to her hole. "Hello, Mouse," said Rosie. "Can you tell us what the moon is made of? Cat thinks it's a saucer of milk. Hen says it's an egg. Butterfly believes it's made of sugar. And Dog tells us it's a pat of butter." "You're all wrong," grumbled Mouse, anxious to be on her way. "The moon is made of white flour. When the wind blows it, it makes great powdery clouds in the sky." "The moon might be flour," Rosie said, "but it might not." "Well, then what do you think it is?" Mouse asked impatiently. Rosie thought for a moment. "I'm not sure," she said at last, "but maybe Gran will know." She ran off toward her grandmother's house with Cat and Hen and Butterfly and Dog and even grumbling Mouse close behind. Do grandmas know everything? No. My grandma does. It good. My dear friends, I am going to show you how we're going to start this. Now, just like our story and just like your answers, you need to use a lot of imagination for this. Who has a lot of imagination? You do? Good. I'm glad to hear. That's wonderful because you are going to, this is your bookmark. It looks like the night. And you are going to use this bookmark and make your own moon picture, so your own nighttime picture. And the one thing you already have on your plate, which is your workstation, is chalk. And this you can use to draw your moon high up in the sky. When you put white chalk on black paper, you may. And while you're doing that, I'm going to pass around some stars for you to use your glue paintbrush and glue some stars on. And then I'm going to pass out flour for you to take your finger and dip in the flour and make clouds. Just like Mouse thought there were clouds made of flour. Sound good? Okay.